Welcome to Top of the Hill Fitness. I'm Shane, and today we have an intro to interval training workout. This is a great workout to do if you're looking for a less intense version of interval training. I've got a painting by Sarah Genn hanging on the wall behind me, and today's workout is going to have a warm-up session, some intervals, which will be done in an ABAB format, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and a stretching sequence at the end. Okay, let's get ready to get going with the warm-up. And we're going to start with some arm circles and shoulder shrugs. So nice big circles with the arm forward and backward, and lifting the shoulders up to the ears and then pushing them all the way down. Up next, we have a boxer shuffle. Light on your feet from side to side. Okay, keep moving the arms around a bit. Shake the shoulders out if you like. Next is a high knee march. So keep that chest up nice and high. Bring the knees up high above the hips. Getting ready for a hip opener next. So this is bringing the hip out to the side, keeping your hips and shoulders facing forward. Alternating from side to side. Sunflower stretch is next. So make a circle above your head with your hands and maintain that circle. And lower down to the left side, around the front, up on the other side, always maintaining that circle with your arms. Okay, keeping the good feelings going with a side body stretch. So arms up above your head, grab your opposite wrist with the opposite hand, and lean off to the side. A few seconds one side, a few seconds to the other side. And if you want to put one foot in front of the other and get a bit of a quad stretch, a bit at the front of your hip flexor. And then lean away from the back leg. Get that nice side body stretch in there. Okay, we're going to go right into the intervals now. With a high knee twist, begin. So raising that high knee just like you did in the warm-up, this time bringing it all the way up to the hand. If you want to put a little squat in between these, go ahead. I will start doing that in a couple of seconds here. Okay, 15-second rest, and we're going to get ready for a butt kicker. So it's just bringing that heel up towards the butt, and you can put a bit of a squat in the middle of these too. Okay, keep moving around during the 15-second rest here. We're going to go back to the Hiney Twist. Again, bringing that knee up. And if you want to put a squat in there, a little extra work for you. And get a decent tempo going here. Okay, good job. Going to go back to the butt kickers again. That was our first pair of intervals. Next one's going to be a knee drive with a double arm pull down with your right leg. Really drive that knee forward and pull the arms down to your side. Good job. 15 seconds rest. Now we're going to do a boxer shuffle like we did in the warm-up. This time I'm going to add in arm circles with a bend in the elbow. Nice big circles, forward and back. Get a good range of motion going in those shoulder joints. And switch the other way, going backwards now. Good job. Now, other side with the knee drive. Going to do the left leg, balancing on the right. Feel free to pick up the tempo if this is feeling pretty moderate for you. If you're feeling like you want to work a bit harder in this next interval, you can jog it. So not really a skip between, but rather jogging with arm circles. Okay, switch directions with the arms. Good job. Now we're going to do some push-ups from the knees, walking push-ups. So we're going to walk our hands over to the side of the mat, do a push-up, walk back to the other side of the mat, push-up. Begin. As you do the push-up, try to keep a nice flat back. Okay, next is going to be a high plank with rotation. So in a high plank position, twisting up to the sky and back down, and then up on the other side. Okay, another interval of the walking push-up from the knees. Try to think of a straight line through your knee, your hip to your shoulder as you're doing these. Okay, you can do high plank with rotation again, or you can choose to do an elbow plank, which would be a bit more of a challenge for 30 seconds. I'm going to go for the elbow plank. Remember, nice posture with the elbow plank. If you're doing elbow plank, don't let your hips dip down. Keep a straight line, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder. Okay, next pairing of intervals is going to involve hip raises. Always good. Okay, so on your back, heels up towards your bum. We're going to just raise those hips right up in the air. Keep your knees tracking forward while you do this. Don't let them flop out. And try to think of tucking your pelvis up when you raise them, and then lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae on your spine and rolling your pelvis back down. Really activating the mobility in your lower back there. Okay, staying on your back, we're going to do dead bug, which is feet up off the ground, knees at a 90-degree angle, and arms up above you. And we're going to lower opposite arm and opposite leg. Okay, think about pushing the small of the back into the mat and keeping your pelvis very still. If you're finding this puts strain on your lower back, then you don't have to straighten out your leg. Keep that 90-degree bend in your knee, and that'll make it a bit easier. Good job. Okay, hip raises again. Okay, rotate that pelvis and rise up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then lowering them down, nice and slow. But that squeezing the glutes at the top is important. One more round of dead bug. So it's going to be arms above you, knees up off the ground, and opposite arm, opposite leg lowering down. Nice and steady. Really concentrate on engaging the abs the whole time. Okay, up we get for a step jack. Step jack, basically a walking jumping jack. Get a nice big range of motion with your arms. Okay, the second part of this pair is the stutter run. This takes some body awareness. So basically a running motion with a stutter in the middle. Okay, another step jack interval. This is our last step jack interval and our last stutter run. So if you want to do a jumping jack in here, by all means, go ahead. Okay, last 30 seconds of the stutter run. Good job. That is the intervals done. Now we'll move into a 2-minute stretching sequence, starting with arms overhead and a forward fold and hang down to your toes. It's okay if you don't reach your toes. Give it a little bend in the knee if you like. Let the shoulders hang. Tuck the chin into the chest a little bit. Feel the stretch through your back. And then start to roll up slowly, bit by bit, keeping that chin tucked so you get to the top. Okay, feet a bit wider than shoulder width apart. And lean off to the right side, maybe grab your shins or your knee or your thigh or your ankle if you can on the right side, and then shift it over to the left. Okay, let's get down onto the mat for a seated figure 4 on the right side. So in like a crab walk position, bring your right ankle over your left knee. You can move around a little bit, try to sink your bum down to the mat and feel that stretch through your right hip and your right glute. Okay, let's move it over to the other side. Left ankle over right knee, sink it down. Move around from side to side a little bit. Okay, good job. Hope you feel good. Hope that was a good, get the body moving, get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up a little bit. The painting on the wall behind me is by Sarah again. It's an acrylic on canvas painting. Sarah's series that this is from is titled New Alphabet. I really love the clean lines of minimalist abstract art, and Sarah has just done so much with so little in these pieces. For more information about Sarah's work, you can see the video description below. There's a link to her website. Thanks for working out with Top of the Hill Fitness. Working out here supports the arts, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a couple of friends. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the workout, and please feel free to comment in the section below as well. We'd love to hear what you thought of it.